Drive into the 18-yard box, go back to Gentry Shelby on the edge. Good touch, good low drive, miles wide.
So say I'd somehow managed to make it to Liverpool and then I wasn't good enough and they sold me. Like, but, you know, because I love Liverpool, I'm not celebrating. If it was anybody else, like, I know I'm not going to fall in love with fucking Bournemouth if I end up playing there, you know what I mean? So I'm celebrating a goal against Bournemouth if I leave them. You know, I'm just not that arsed. I just don't see it as a big thing. Like, footballers move on.
Yeah, I think there's exceptional circumstances in all of those things, and it does it depends on whether you've got an affinity, because I think if you genuinely loved your time at a football club, then it's why the Suarez stuff was galling, because I know we knew that deep down what we were getting with Suarez, but when you see somebody who used to go on about how much he loved Liverpool and what a great affinity he actually had with the fans and all that kind of stuff, it feels like it sticks in your craw. But I can understand it doesn't. What football club it is, it doesn't matter. It's when you've got like journeymen who've played for 10 clubs. I mean, like Robbie Keane, I'm sure there's probably a point where he hasn't been able to celebrate a goal for the last 5 years of his career.
He's probably forgetting if he played for them or not, to just safer not to celebrate or not to score in the end of his career.
His brain can only hold so many memories.
He was brilliant though, wasn't he? Like when he was into Milan and stuff like that, Robbie Keane was fucking sensational. Breaking through at Coventry, he was just brilliant.
He was wanking into Milan, but he was very good. He was very, very good at Coventry and Wolves. Like the funny that, isn't it? Like he's literally played for every club on the face of planet Earth, and probably been a boyhood fan of them all as well. Which is always good. It always helps your settling in process. Certainly does. Right. Anyway, Navigator's got it on the halfway line. Gini Van Alden's inside him. So just a little bit of a slower tempo from the Reds here, just looking to hopefully grind up through the gears, but we shall see. Gomez receives it from Van Dijk, and he goes over to the right back position to Nico Williams. A little bit deeper from him today, at the moment, certainly this half, not pushing on quite as much. We've got Divock Origi very wide on the right-hand side at the moment, which is quite interesting. Oxlade-Chamberlain is going through the middle at the moment, again, whether that's just something we'll see.
There you go, win ball high up.
Settle back. Well, they'll settle back into the normal positions in a minute, we'll see, but that's certainly how they are at the moment. Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain now on the left-hand side. A little give and go with Andy Robertson. Maintains again. Milner through the middle now has to go back to Virgil van Dijk. And it's another one, Chris, where someone's going to have to just drop a shoulder, ping a ball into feet and see if something sticks. Oh,
what a fucking hell, Divock. That's incredible. Oh, fuck off. Get up, you prick.
It is a free kick.
How did he jump over him there?
Yeah,
I'm not sure he even touched him, did he, mate?
Little arm on the shoulder.
Oh, come off it, like, you know what I mean?
Bought that well.
And a fucking laugh.
No!
Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, Newcastle have the free kick then, just on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Dubravka goes long down the field, very, very long, and it is won. Wow. Ooh, Virgil van Dijk contested it, won it. Gets up, beautiful. Divock Origi now chance to turn. He's
there you go.
To the ground. That's a free kick.
That's how you do it, mate. Crystal Palace. Schlupp has just scored for Crystal Palace against Tottenham Hotspur, so that is now 1-1. Some scores actually then. Arsenal still beating Watford 3-1. Brighton are now beating Burnley 2-1. Chelsea 2-0 still with Wolves. Everton are still losing to Bournemouth 2-1. Leicester United still 0-2. Sheffield United 1-0. And West Ham, Aston Villa is still 0-0.
Nico Williams just been left a little bit isolated there. 2 or 3 men pressing them. Goes back to Joe Gomez. Sensible decision. Gomez just opens the field to play up. Sprinting forward towards the halfway line and then slotting it over to Robbo, who switches play for no reason whatsoever and forces us back into a half to Nico Williams. Williams again, but just stroking it back. Doesn't seem like any great sense of urgency here. Ox has gone very, very deep to try and get involved again. Divock's got it still, staying on this right-hand side. Williams looking for the overlap, but now he pulled up and it's not a particularly good ball. But I don't know what their lad's doing there. He's caused himself all kinds of problems.
The man did quite well in the end.
Yeah, they've actually, that man there, that fella there. And Gomez fighting. He's still got the ball.
Oh,
he's kept the ball. This is
brilliant.
good football. Good football. And Williams has done well as well. Origi. Naby Keita's got a little jink. Origi forced the ball up short there. He's got the ball back. Liverpool just looking a little bit more threatening. Robertson attacking the left-hand corner of the penalty area, gives the ball away. They've looked to go out the outside. Better that last 20 seconds than it had been the minute before.
There was really nice play on that right-hand side, wasn't it? Now we're playing centrally.
Naby, just a first-time ball, trying to slot it through to Origi. Nice idea, it just didn't quite come off. And look, we're getting to that point now, probably 5 minutes away from our first round of substitutions. It's kind of all or nothing. Our substitutions are roughly pre-programmed, but you know, if there's a decision to be made, we're entering into this, you know, whether if you know you're coming off, you know, you've got 5 minutes to pour whatever you've got left onto the pitch.
Yeah, I'd really like the pre-programmed substitutions to be Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones in this game, because if Divoc's gone over to that right-hand side, I think Harvey over there on that right-hand side, and you know, Curtis Jones, look, I think Milner and well, in this game, I don't think they've had bad games, but I just want to see more of him.
Yeah.
And I just go, give him 30 minutes, the two of them, and just let's see. It's the last game of the season.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting point. I mean, I wonder whether, because the problem with Harvey Elliott is that there's 3 obvious substitutions for the front 3. And in bringing Harvey Elliott on, we'd have to change the formation or put someone else in another position, unless you've decided that one of the front 3 is not coming into this game at all, which is the only awkward thing about the Elliott stuff. But I don't disagree. I'd definitely like to see Curtis. I think Curtis will definitely come into this game at some point. The Harvey Elliott stuff is telling, because we just don't know where he's at, really. Klopp's been singing his praises, he's been talking about what a good trainer he is and what have you, but he's 17 years old, and I wonder whether Klopp actually really wants the win here, and I think that'll tell. I think if he chooses to bring Elliott on, I think it's telling you that you might still think we can get the win, but there's a difference. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me to see the front 3 actually come on in 3 minutes' time. You change all 3 and you bring Firmino, Salah, and
that would shock me. I'm not saying it's probably more likely that he brings the front 3 on than he brings Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones on, but I just don't see the point. Unless he really wants those points, I couldn't really care less. If he, I want us to get to 99 points, and I know that if Jürgen has trusted Harvey Elliott to be in the squad for the last few weeks, then he's trusted that he's ready. And that's what I want to see. I'm just excited for next season. I'm excited, for seeing Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones get more minutes.
Yeah. I wonder, if it was me anyway, I'd bring the front 3 on now, and Curtis and Elliott can happily come on, but it's a last 10 minutes, you know what I mean? And I wonder whether that, again, does the scoreline have any impact on any of this stuff? Because again, in terms of just psychologically ending the season on a high, whether we're not that arse one way or the other, the game will be what it'll be, because we have no impact on the game. Whereas if you've got a direct impact on the game, I think again it will be telling the next fleet has over this, because you're right. It exactly matched your level from last year. You could easily have two league titles. That's how good you are. Who's that you had an even better season, which I think helps any arguments going forward. Anyway, Divock Origi looking for space.
Oh, go! Oh, what a
Cutting it off that left-hand side onto his right peg, slamming it low and hard into the bottom right-hand corner, past Dubravka. That is a goal. We've seen that happen from Divock Origi when he plays this role. That's what he can do, Chris Pager.
Oh, mate, the step over is beautiful. Just frees himself a little bit of space, and the finish is glorious. Does Leicester take a free kick? Oh, it's off the woodwork! They've just hit the bar. Vardy heading off the free kick, but the goal by Divock Origi, just this little shoulder shimmy, does him on the... Oh, it's Javier Manquillo, he goes past as well. Good. Brilliant. And then the finish is... That's what Divock does so well. Just needs a yard of space, and then he'll drill it, won't he?
He can be... I was going to say he can be a bit one-dimensional, and that's all. When he's playing really well, what I like about Divock out wide is that he does actually get to the byline a surprising amount. He's got it because he's got some step overs, he's got some good close control, but I think we've seen less and less of that as the season's progressed. I think he's become a bit too one-dimensional. We talked about it before. When you don't want to do a job, you stop doing it well. That is Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, all about to come onto the field.
A nice big tick.
I might just tattoo that on myself there. He does. He wants it.
2-1.
Yeah. And to be fair, Chris, you try telling one of them front 3 that they're not coming onto the pitch. That's the nature of those lads, isn't it? That they'd be pissed off if they weren't playing in this game.
Yeah, they would be, and that's why they are champions of everything, isn't it? Because they want to play and they're available for these games, and they're so good, aren't they? I mean, poor Newcastle fans. You think it's 2-1. Oh, God. And then you see them 3 warming up.
And they scored too early, Chris, that's the problem.
Yeah, you don't want to poke the bear, mate.
Classic. Oh, yeah.
Leicester look like they're having a good 5 minutes on top here. It's another free kick. Bad looks at a corner, maybe.
Corner over on that left-hand side. Divock Origi, little chance to stretch his legs, cuts back. Minamino could be the last impact of these footballers. Minamino's got the overlap of Robertson. He's met it really well. I thought it was his foot. It was his foot. I thought it had gone through his legs. No, that was. I tell you what, Minamino. I mean, he probably gets a shout from Robertson, but I actually thought. That felt like a greater understanding of Minamino there, knowing that Robertson was coming up on the left-hand side. Small moments. I don't think he's particularly been outstanding in this game, but they're the kind of things that are the benefits of him getting more and more game time.
I find it quite interesting that, even with the front three that, don't have a lot of game time, haven't played a lot together, the sort of movement's been really good, the switching of positions, it's been constant and consistent all throughout the game, and they're all having a little run elsewhere, and that's obviously a difficult thing to do, but he's obviously put trust in them, and he's not told them to stay stationary, so he's put a lot of trust in those front three, and look, at the end of the day, we're winning 2-1, Divock scored as well, so they've done something right.
Yeah, absolutely. I it still gets me. Divock Origi doesn't suit playing centre forward for us, and I think it works if you go and gung ho, you're going all out attack. Oh, James Milner's pace is going to be tested. Well done, Millie. Oh my God!
Poor ball really to him, and I think he just slipped just as the ball was played as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I mean, I know Liverpool maybe pick this conversation up in a second, but. Okay, right. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they're under the cosh a little bit from Leicester last 5 minutes. There's another free kick now on the edge of the Man United area. The defensive walls stood on the edge of the area. At what point does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer start defending what he's got?
Yeah,
and that's fucking really like United, so they can afford to probably do it as a test of his management skills. 30 minutes left in the game, 27 minutes left in the game. Leicester are on top. I wouldn't want him to be in charge of my football.
Anyway, triple substitution coming in for Liverpool. We will talk about that in a second. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Takumi Minamino and Divock Origi. One front three replaced with another front three, but a much, much better front three. And look, I think, Chris, it's Minamino's another one. You can see actually in them, really. Divock Origi has that capability. He's always had that capability. I think Ox has toiled a little bit. I think barring the moments that builds up to and creates, of course, Virgil van Dijk's goal. Not a great showing for Ox in this. Bright little moments from Minamino, but it is what it is. You've changed the entire front three. Each of them's got probably enough little bits and pieces in the game. Actually, probably least of all Minamino, that they'll take positives from.
Yeah, look, I think Ox for me has had probably the all-round most... I don't say worst game, because I think that's difficult sometimes, apart from obviously the assist that he gets. Divock obviously scored, so that helps massively, and he seems to be popping up, and he was playing with endeavour, Divock, wasn't he? Much like Minamino as well, he kept popping up everywhere, trying to find space. You could always see him in the distance of the shot running, whether he gets the ball or not, so he's tried really hard. I think you're right, there's moments that each of them can take away from it and think, you know what, I'll be better for that 60.
I think it's hard, because it's like... It's hard to have these arguments because I can see an opposite point for it, but I think in all-round performance, I quite enjoyed Minamino's performance. I think there was some bright moments, got a couple of decent shots off, etc., etc. Divock Origi, I think he was a bit crap all game, apart from 5 minutes before the goal where he got fouled, he got stuck here, he had a couple of give and goes. He was definitely a bit more dangerous playing wide than he was through the middle, and Ox did nothing really apart from that one moment of setting up a goal, but. It's football, it's the last game of the season. It's actually probably one of those games where in one moment of really good stuff, as you are in a more all-round performance that doesn't yield an actual, a tangible result.
And let's not forget that, the manner in which they started the game, Liverpool, so poor, wasn't it? That, Newcastle are then just sitting back, holding on to what they've got. So that makes it more difficult for the front three.
Deep ball into the box. Mohamed Salah, first touch, second touch, post!
One touch off the post!
Salah whips it in again. Oh no, Sadio! He's the wrong side of his head. Apparently, I'd guess they've tried Deep ball. Oh,
Virgil's staying up again, taking charge. We had a new member there.
We have indeed. Barry Bogan, welcome aboard as a first team member to the Redmen TV memberships. You can have a nappy, lad.
Nappy lad.
Oh,
Great first move. Couldn't react to it. Unlucky. Good. Well, Bright, there you go. Salah's done almost as much as any of the other front three had done in 3 seconds of action on the pitch.
Yeah, he got closer than Ox did with his long ranger. And Minamino had a great one saved from Dubrovka as well, didn't he?
It's from old Tacky. Anyway, Newcastle got it deep in that left-hand side, right in the corner flag. Nico Williams trying to marshal it, does. And Gini Wijnaldum tries to come up with the ball, tries to lob it over Van Dijk, but pings it to feet. That is brilliant, brave football. Bobby Firmino, he finds Mohamed at this time of the season. Not for you. It's a Newcastle throw-in on the halfway line. I think we've got another member as well. Let me just find the name. Christine.
Gerard Ordiales.
Gerard.
Oh no, the same penalty to United here in the chat. We've not caught up yet. Obviously, we're still about 2 minutes behind.
What are they doing?
No.
It's fine. He'll catch him eventually. Just casually strolling around the back here. Joe Gomez. Nico Williams in the right back, and it's hard not to have one eye on the Leicester Man United game given what we've just been told. Oh, Chowdhury, he's giving it away. The ball's played through the middle. And of course it's a penalty to Manchester United, and that one actually was a pretty stonewaller, to be fair. And Johnny, oh well, look at that. Shock horror. Johnny Evans gives away a penalty for Man United.
Schmeichel dives the wrong way. Definite penalty.
Yeah, it certainly looked it on first glance. Yeah, that is.
I'm going to stay away from the comments because I do want to see this. I mean, you could have given 2 pens there.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm surprised he hasn't. It's United.
There's a drinks break here, yeah.
Oh, they're checking for VAR. What are they checking? I mean,
Owen Cummings with the super chat, the £5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the great videos this season. Makes my day watching them after our games. I'll hopefully be a member one day. Listen, mate, no pressure. You know, we say this. We have to push these things because it's the members, it's the subscribers, and obviously people who just watch. You obviously don't click off the advert. Who help us to fund the whole endeavour, but also, you know, people who fund it help allow it to be free for other people as well. So if you can support the channel, do support the channel. If you can't support the channel, you know, it's set up such that you're able to still watch, you know, don't feel pressured into doing it. But it is great for those who, of course, who can, whether it's memberships or subscribing to the redmentv.com.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, what do you think they're waiting on here? Like, I mean, they started looking a little bit back earlier on in the move there. Bruno Fernandes, I hate his fucking run up. You know that?
Oh really?
I really hate it.
Better or worse than Paul Pogba?
Worse.
Wow. There's never been a worse run up for a penalty.
It's the fucking stupid jump beforehand.
Oh yeah, it's become fashionable the last 10 years or so.
I hope he fucks this up because of it. They're bringing Carroll on, mate.
Oh, big AC onto the pitch for Gale, and Almiron comes off for. Oh, sorry, Almiron comes on for
Okay, Fernandes is about to take this penalty. Stupid little fucking jump.
There we go. Okay. Big dancing skills from Kasper Schmeichel, and he's made himself look an absolute tit there. 1-0 to Manchester United, and Man United are in the box seat now. It's going to take 2 goals from Leicester City to book their place in the Champions League. 20 minutes left to play, which means we can probably turn our attentions back to the Liverpool game, because yeah, United should have that pretty comfortably, to be fair. Because
the first shot this half as well.
Yeah, Joe Gomez. Couldn't see Andy Carroll. I wonder if England are still going to consider him as a good option to take along.
It's surprising that he's playing actually with no tournament.
He has always come fit for the last handful of games.
I always just thought it was because of the tournaments.
Oh, great
apparently
ball.
It's just a thing.
Sadio Mane over.
Robbo's
charging towards the area. Naby's on the edge. He's got it. Naby Keita, not a great first touch. Couldn't control it. Mohamed Salah is offside. Unlucky. Right. Let's have another little tune. It's not Bobby again.
Look for 2. Arsenal 3 now.
Great control this by Sadio Mane. Brings the ball into the middle of the pitch and then finds Salah over the top. And it just... Naby Keita's the right ball, but I think it's actually quite well blocked off. The touch isn't great, and then he's kind of
slightly behind him, isn't it, as well? So now Watford are only a goal behind Arsenal, so that was 3-0 at one point. Danny Welbeck, the scorer against his old club. Mad that he's still going.
Yeah, so it's like we've got about, just over 15 minutes probably left in all the games, a little bit more in some, less than in others. Going to be interesting to see what kind of happens. You'd be amazed if Leicester pulled
go on,
after
go
this.
on, Salah.
Mohamed Salah's in the foot races into the box. Got a chance. Good defending. Good tackle indeed. Yeah, unlucky. Salah just trying to get that ball, trying to open it up so we can slot it into the far corner.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It might have been slightly offside.
It had to have been first time, and as soon as he takes a touch, it's closed down there.
Actually, his first touch is good. I think it's really good defending.
He's a great defender. What I'm saying is, he has to play the
ball.
Oh yeah,
if he's going to pass it,
he's made his decision when he doesn't play the pass for me.
Yeah. Nico Williams, little Cruyff turn back onto his left, back onto his right, digs the cross out. Virgil van Dijk nods it back. Gini Wijnaldum. Salah's touch deserts him. It was wonderful vision from Gini Wijnaldum. Great little piece of play from Liverpool, and Salah, heavy touch. Virgil stayed up. He's just having a laugh at this point, isn't he? Any excuse to not have to get back. Liverpool in the lead here, 72, coming up on 73 minutes played in this match. Nico Williams out to Mohamed Salah. Going to look for James Milner. Salah's touch was a nice.
Well disguised that Salah actually wasn't expecting it, and it's only come 5 or 6 yards to him, hasn't it? So, he'd expect to do better, Salah, if it was played again, with or without notice that he's going to get that ball there. You can see his hands are on his head there, chance to get a goal there. Great ball by Gini though, the disguise, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, and Salah needs league goals, doesn't he? Which is it?
3 on the bounce.
So, for 3 consecutive 20-goal seasons. So he'll be fuming, if he doesn't do it, he'll be fuming with himself there. He's laughing at the moment because I think he knows that, I think Liverpool are going to get more chances. He's had 2 and a bit decent chances already.
He should have broke through this 20 goals this season.
Yeah, wow, Scott Hawkes once again. Scott, thank you so much. I'm running out of superlatives to describe you as a person. You can have hearing it by this point. $25 super chat. Thank you. Thanks again, lads. Looking forward to Mbappe being spotted at a salon, getting a back-sacking crack multiple times throughout the summer. Congrats on the mural in 10 years. No, Scott, thank you so much for your support.
Oh, Nico's run there. Yeah, Scott, mate, absolute legend.
Salah looking for the link-up play. Oh, just a little flick from Bobby off the thigh of Sadio Mane, and he couldn't get it under control. Gini Wijnaldum going back, Naby going back. Oh, dogged play from Liverpool. Firmino just tries to nutmeg him for no reason. Nico Williams has got it, and he's gone for the ball over the top. It's going to be headed. Mo Salah's going to pounce on this one, right-hand side of the penalty area. He's going to come back onto his left foot, obviously. He's got a man there behind him. Great little ball. Nico Williams fires it into the box, and it is knocked away. And Williams and Milner will contest it. And Williams dispossesses the captain.
Contest it.
Yeah. Oh, class. Can we have the Wijnaldum song, please? Says Dylan. Good ball. Sadio Mane just can't quite get it under control. Newcastle fighting, but they have conceded a corner. Leicester have scored the most goals this season in the final 15 minutes of games. Well, there's a nice encouraging start. Well done, Sky.
Yeah, all pre.
Lads.
Yeah. They had another really good opportunity just a couple of minutes ago, so they're still in this game.
Yeah, good corner, headed away by Newcastle here. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool halfway inside the Newcastle half.
Come on, Leicester, they've got a free kick outside the Man United area again.
James Milner.
It's fucking atrocious.
Down the line. Andy Robertson's got the throw in. Brendan Rodgers chews his gum and tightens his belt. He knows he'd be happy with the Europa League. He'd be made up with it.
Fucking shithead.
He's got a better chance of winning it, to be fair. Anyway,
he still could get in it though. Go through it's just better to go through the Champions League, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Bobby, you sick bastard.
Wait, what? Leicester?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can go through the Champions League to go into the Europa League. You can still win it that way.
Oh yeah. Bobby Firmino's got it on his left-hand side. Little dinks, left, right, left. And again, he's dispossessed, but he's still got the ball inside the box. Sadio. Mo. Mane was taken out there looking for the return ball. No, Anthony Taylor's having none of it. Of course he is, Mank. Mo Salah deep on this right-hand side, driving towards the box. Milner's the ball. He's waited. Lovely little step overs from the young Welshman, though.
I've seen line dancers do that move.
James Milner still got it. Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
he
it
has.
to
You're right,
Wijnaldum.
he's still got it.
Wijnaldum's got it again.
Oh!
Tries to drive through Mo Salah. No.
Big divvy.
Got it all wrong. Got it all wrong. Jaden Rocket. I don't have BT. He's been fine, hasn't he?
I think it's been quite good, actually, mate. I've liked it. I like it every time he plays. You know, every time he picks the ball up, he looks exciting and stuff. Yeah, it's a good performance in a midfield three that doesn't play together very often.